Fort Sam Houston, we thank you for your service. We want to let you know you have a top-notch lender here in your corner that gives you the lowest quote on the first round. Why is this different than every other lending company? Well, simply it's not as profitable. The most profitable way to run a bank or mortgage company is to run it like a used car lot. You give the high rates in the beginning, and then somebody else comes back and you say, oh, this is my best rate. And then they come back and they say, oh, this is my new best rate after they check with their manager, and they check with their manager. It's insulting. We don't do that. We don't disrespect veterans in that way, and we don't think that you should be treated in that manner. As the owner, I set the pricing and I set the pricing policy. If somebody does that to me, I'll go the other direction. I'll be like, hey, you already tried to rip me off. We're done here. So we don't do that here. Other companies, they're pretty comfortable doing that. They have no problem telling you, hey, this is my best rate, and coming back with a straight face and saying, this is my best rate. One of those is a lie. Telling somebody a lie right to their face and expecting them to take it, it's pretty disrespectful. Somebody does that to me, I start asking questions like, okay, what happened to your first best rate? Well, that was before I checked with my manager. I'm like, am I buying a $5,000 used car, or am I buying a $700,000 house? Like, one of those should give you a little bit of respect. I mean, if you think about it, one of those is kind of expected where it's a little greasy and slimy. So if you want to be treated with respect with your service, getting a VA loan at Fort Sam Houston, come here. I'll give you an exact quote on the first call. That's something other lenders don't do. It's a simple thing. It's an easy thing to do. They're just they want the profit. Is it greed, profit driven? I mean, you decide. You can put a label on it, but I'd say it's fair for me to put the label. It's insulting at the very least, and annoying and off-putting at the worst. So that's something we don't do. We want to thank you for your service. We also don't move our margins up on veterans. You can look at our other videos. Most banks triple their margins. A VA loan should be about 1 point lower than a conventional loan in rate. If you go to a bank and you see their conventional rate and you see their VA rate and it's not a point lower, that means they moved up their margins with the VA on the veterans. This is something that a lot of companies have done. Rocket paid a $400 million fine for doing this. Fairway paid a $200 million fine a few years back. I don't mean to pick on those two. All the lenders do it. It's easy to look good when they're doing this to you guys. At Texas Home Loans, we believe that the lower rate that you earned with your service because of the insurance placed on that loan should go to you, not to the bank, not to the salesman. So if you want to come here, get really good service, a really good rate, a low rate on the first call, and not have somebody make more on you than a conventional loan, Texas Home Loans is your place. We appreciate it. I hope you have a good day.